various genres, and mostly endgame studies, but also some make problems. Some of them pretty easy to have everyone kind of start, and some of them were really tough. And you were struggling almost till the last moment, most of you. So, can you understand me? You can hear it? Okay. So we will just play through all the problems quickly and try to introduce the solutions and maybe say one or two things about the solutions. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you, except in one case, who is the composer. So we have to skip that, but I hope it will be given later on the website, just to give the composer the credit for their effort, like we would expect from someone who wrote a nice poem or made a nice painting, to know who did it. So the first problem is not a great piece of art, of course, and also not a great challenge, and that was made in two here. I guess all of you were awarded with 2 points here. The way to solve it is just to see how to mate after King A6. Yes. I will also tell you something about the breakdown of how the points were awarded. Yes. So for the Sleutel Z here, which is Queen G8, Dama G8, is the only move actually that keeps both A8 and A2 as mating squares after King A4 and King A6. So those who gave Queen G8 got 1 point for the Huye Sleutel Z, and another point for one of the variations, like Konig A6 Dama A8 or Konig A4 Dama A2. Also, if you mentioned only one of them, that was good enough for having the maximum of 2 points for this problem. Okay, let's go to the more serious one. You can, yeah, please. So the second problem was made in 5 and was a kind of, we have to, how to say it, to solve a net, yeah, around the black king, and that was also a logical problem, a big number of moves, but actually not too many variations. So if you have one variation, it's like calculating one variation during the game. It is much easier than having, it's like the, how do you say, the stem, the trunk of the tree, or with taken, with the branches, or without the branches. So if you have only one long stem is the word? Yes, like the trunk of the tree, then it's easier to calculate, and that's what more or less happening here. So first move is King E2, Konig E2, which leaves black only one move, Konig D4. You get 3 points for the following line, if you mention the following line. And now King D2 and King D5. That was good enough for 3 points. Yes. So three punten for these moves, and an extra 2 points if you continued. You found the follow-up up to the mate. Like now maybe a more difficult waiting move, and we will see soon why. This is Loper Hatway. Yeah? Black still just go hanging around with King D4, Knight E6 check, King D5, and now it's clear why, yes, now it's clear why Bishop H2 was the only move not to disturb this mate. Yeah, not to disturb this mate, and if we look at the position, we can see that it is not an ideal mate. Ideal mate is where all pieces take part in the mate picture, but it is rather a model mate. What is a model mate? It's a mate picture where every square around the black king is only guarded once. That make it more aesthetic, yes? And we can see here that every square is only guarded once, so it's the principle of minimal force in art, yes? Okay, so that's what we have